Whenever you good?
I am good, but my mind keeps thinking, should I go clean a bathroom or shower? But it's not quite time for bathroom as far as the, you know. She was a woman here, so it's probably not as bad as it can be, right? So do y'all normally tell? You just want people to know? I mean, I've been here less than 10 days, so I'm the kind of person that is thinking about it at least 5 times. But I also know I need to possibly be here to bring up the customers.
You're right. First of all, I want to say something. I hope I did not build a bridge between you and I. I've been thinking about you all night long. And I hope that you and I continue this wonderful relationship at working. Because I really...
Well, I did put on support yesterday. And one thing in leaving domestic abuse and spiritual abuse is I advocate for myself. I don't let people speak in a degrading way to me, and I don't feel that you supported me in that. And you weren't here, but I wish I had had a recording or something of how she was speaking to me, because it wasn't once, it was at least 3 times that she referred to me as her baby, but her voice was loud, here. And you didn't say, well, you know, it's probably not, it isn't, you know, it's not going to be well received, you didn't, I don't feel like you stayed neutral. And then sending me home like that, and I'm not trying to correct you, because you're the manager, you can send me home if you want, but I can't keep making myself available if I'm not going to get hours to pay my rent, obviously. So that's, you know. And then I feel like it didn't help Janae to understand my boundary. So what I had said to her after she said all this stuff to me, I came up, she was here, and I said, hi, I said, we haven't met, but I just want to let you know that we're going to have mutual respect. It's going to be mutual. And she was like, what you mean? I'm like, well, you've called me baby 3 times, you're raising your voice, and you're telling me not to do something that Mr. Terrence told me to do, because she told me I shouldn't have said what I did about the line on the intercom, and I'm like, but Mr. Terrence told me to. Now, here's another thing. If y'all aren't going to train me on exactly what to say, and Kiki has suggested to you to say, please say something about these men because they keep coming back there, and you said, Jennifer, can you please? Then there's no preset thing. I'm doing the best I can. If I did something wrong, then I need to first of all be trained, have a demonstration, and then be held accountable to that, and then I have no problem. But if it's going to be a wing it, it's not, there's no thing and there's no training, then I'm doing the best I can. If there's a fault, then I expect you to come to me, not someone who is my, equal as far as employee status. You know what I'm saying, right? Like, and it's the way she did it. It was her mannerisms. And then when I came back to, what was it? I think it was my logging out problem. I was standing here, and I happened to kind of overhear y'all talking about me. And so it's like, I don't feel supported, and that's just not okay, you know? Not that you need to take my side, but what did I truly do wrong to be sent home? Because I'm going to hold this lady to my boundary, and if she don't like it, she's used to being pushy or whatever, like, I'm not going to be talked to like that. Now, if it's an older person and they're used to saying baby, I don't have any problem with the country old, you know, hey baby sweet, but it's a tone and it's a level of volume, and it was and like I told her in front of you, it's in conjunction, but I don't feel supported in any way. So that's setting me up for her to possibly antagonize me the next time, and maybe could possibly, I don't know her, but if she was ill intent, she could be trying to get me fired, sent home. It worked this time, so whatever. I don't know.
We always have a conversation. I've pre-planned it already, okay?
Me?
Probably, I've contacted my first manager.
You said he was coming in today.
So that we'll all have a conversation. I kind of want,
Is including Janae? Is she
I want to call
today?
her in too, I'm not going to not just have me and you and not have the whole party here. You got to hear from both sides. I want him to hear it too, you know what I'm saying? And then that way we'll move forward.
And the email you gave me, was it Kevin Dotley? Is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It was hard for me to.
My writing?
I think it was just like, I knew it probably wasn't a true space. It was just hard for me
Yeah.
to make sure.
Okay. Let me finish my day.
Okay.
Not my day, but anyway, I wanted to get that because I'm a real person here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And Terrence isn't always right. And he's definitely not Mr. Perfect brand head running around dead that much now.
I'm not holding
And-
anybody to perfection.
But I'm also responsible for my own actions too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm a person. I want to admit to. I'm like, hey, maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I made a wrong decision. You know what I'm saying? But I want to make sure because we're all grown here, you know what I'm saying? And I want you here. So, all right, let me go. Okay. Next man, everybody. So, you see right. Okay, I did.
Clean without asking.
Yeah, because guess what?
And they'll just go down there, or y'all will just come out.
Oh, we'll do it. Yeah.
Okay, that's.
Yeah, because, hey, bud, how you doing? Welcome to Got it. Yeah. How you doing this morning? 18, buddy? I can see that. Never forget that up there. Alright. Let me put this on. We got a lot of money this morning already.
It's time for a courtesy show. Will the male associate responsible for cleaning the bathroom, please do so, and
It's now time to announce a courtesy check.
Alright, man.
I don't like doing that. Making that announcing for a courtesy.
You have a lovely voice, like
Right there.
like in compliment.
Customer
You
service.
don't look like you like in
Your shower
compliment.
is ready.
Oh.
Please proceed to shower 3.
Miss G, could you give me for a minute? Oh, yeah.
Okay. Let me just go push this button real quick.
It ain't gonna take long. It's little with the person check. It ain't gonna take long. When you call the courtesy check, if you say this right here, this is what we're supposed to say right here.
I don't think there's one down at that end, is there?
I'm not sure because I'm always up here. But I know that this is what we're supposed to say.
Okay, but there's not one over there.
You want to take a picture of it?
One week get out of the mud.
I'm getting ready to go clean. Did what I just say on the intercom, was it not okay? For the cleaning? Cause you didn't say anything to me. Sorry.
I didn't say nothing because it was hard to say and I couldn't just stop you, but
Well, you could have said that it's right here. But I didn't know. I knew where it was over there. So there is one here.
but you know I need to do
So
that.
if there's a problem,
Yes,
then I need you to please say that to me.
I got you.
Okay.
I need to.
Because the other sales associate, I'm putting my gloves on, is calling me and she's telling me this is what we have to say. And I said, okay, is there one on this side? I don't think there is. And I didn't think there was.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a double one so there's one on this side. But I even have a hard time announcing it from one to the next. I'm gonna make a
But I didn't get any impression from you that there was a problem.
There wasn't a problem because it was announced, but it was still announced. Right, Candy? It was still announced. You know, but we'll just follow protocol. Hey, I have to do it.
It's more the way that the woman expressed me. Like, I'm doing the best I can. You did talk about winging it on different occasions. I did not know this was here though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would rather even just not call.
No.
Someone else can call.
Okay.
Why I don't like doing it. I called and Miss Chassie wants to correct me that I didn't say the right thing. And this was bullshit yesterday on the intercom. So that's why it's not. I'm a confident person, but there's some hating going on around here or something. I don't really know, and I'm not getting paid enough for bullshit.
You understand that, baby? I totally understand that.
I know you do. How long have you been here? How long have you been here?
4 years.
I'm not gonna call it. There's so much bullshit. It's not even a nice. The way I look at life is it doesn't take any more effort to be kind with how you speak.
And then what I can tell you what's something about me right there. If I can't help you, I will never do anything to hinder you. Never.
But there's a nice way to talk about saying, hey, you know,
Instead of coming off harsh.
instead of, come here. And I'm like, whatever. I know you're older than me, I don't know how old you are, but I'm
Your shower is
I have
ready.
9 kids. So,
Please
you know, I'm
proceed to
older.
shower 3.
You look beautiful. I love your palazzo pants.
Thank you.
Such a pretty teal color. You have much further to go on your trip? Well, okay, safe travels.
What?
Safe travels. Safe.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
You know?
In South Carolina, I think. So when I accident and the traffic said 2 hours.
Okay.
Well,
Well, be careful out there.
yeah, thank you.
So what did you want to show me then?
I want to show you exactly.
Do you want me to come?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Because those days that you started, those shower things were not working. The clothes weren't working.
No, I was working. I first started like last week or whenever I first was over here with Kiki. I was working.
They went down maybe a couple days ago or something like that. All right.
Yeah, but I was over here for at least one time with Kiki and things were working.
Okay, so I just want to make
So I'm not sure what you're referring to though.
I just want to make sure. Because normally they'll do this.
95478.
Okay. And it did change. That was my first test this morning.
Well, this worked.
Yep. And so you notice something changed. I'm gonna show you something. Something changed with the screen. I want to make sure that you know this too. So when you put that code in, change the blue. Are you aware of
What's
that?
blue mean?
Yes. So
That's what we want, right?
yes, this is what we want. So when you see that blue and you put that 95478 in, it changes, and it's supposed to change with blue.
Okay, so should I be cleaning this thing?
Yes. So now I know it's working.
Okay, good.
And so now, and when I put that 96321 in there, it went to cleaning mode. So I need to tell Corbin that that's actually working this morning. I just, whoa. Okay. Thank you, Lord. Geneva, I'm wondering
2, so 3, 4. Yep.
if you can walk onto the heartbeat now.
Do videos or something?
Well, I'm wondering. Change a password. I'm wondering. It should be the same though because.
No, so what I had to do is I had to change it everywhere else.
Oh.
What I was trying to explain to you is that, so you know, for the next new employee, if they already have it set for like where the other places you need the password, not this, but the other places, then that's what we needed that day. Instead of calling to have it reset.
Gotcha. Okay.
I have it. I should be able to log in because it's all attuned to the heartbeat one now.
Okay. I want to make sure. That way, in between your time, take a pad and do some training. But whenever you find time, like if it's slow, you can do some training if you want to. Because sometimes what some people will do when they're back here is when Sharon is done, they'll have the pad in the hand and they'll be to the side doing some training.
Doing it right here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. That way you're getting some of it done while you're working at the same time. But you don't have to like really do it because what I'll do is I'll block off some time today where you can go sit at McDonald's to actually get something done. And Candy, by the way, since it's so slow, are you good for right now?
Yeah, I'm good for
Okay, I just want you never to catch up on her training. Most importantly. Okay.
I mean, it's slow.
Oh, you cool with that, you know?
It's real to bad.
Okay.
I don't think I have the code for the pad memorized yet.
Oh, 0317. 0317. Go ahead and start doing this stuff.
How do I log out of this one? For this person? I kind of want to actually, you know, so I don't have to keep asking.
Oh, okay.
Or you don't know either.
Oh, you mean how to log out? Oh,
That's why I asked you.
so I went to the home screen, that home tab at the bottom, and then there's a little wheel that's right there,
That's what I have pushed.
and log out. I had to figure it out something because sometimes it doesn't think it looks the same. Sometimes I feel like it was odd looking, but
Now, I know I would actually do better to listen and not be trying to multitask
Okay.
because that's just how my personality is.
Okay.
But so
Well-
am I okay going to sit at McDonald's
Yes.
and work on this? Okay.
Yes.
And if there's a problem with anything that I do, I would really appreciate it if you are present, that
Okay.
you would just say something, you know,
Okay.
kindly, but you know, and then I'll be made aware.
Yes, ma'am.
Serious and should be treated with the same terms and conditions as any other harassment. It is never acceptable and should be addressed.
File your complaint or report. We take all complaints seriously. If you feel you're a victim of sexual harassment, discrimination, or abusive conduct, you have the right to file a complaint with us without fear of retaliation in any form. We will treat your complaint with the highest degree of confidentiality possible. You should report the harassment and discrimination to your immediate manager or director. If any of them are directly involved, if you do not feel comfortable speaking to them, utilize your human resource teams to report and file your complaint.
Everybody at the Lowe's family of companies has the responsibility to recognize and report any behavior that can be considered harassment or discrimination. To learn more about this topic, please talk.
Not now.
Oh yeah, now, but
Oh,
is
okay.
it privacy? Is there someone who's in there?
Kevin coming today.
He's supposed to be here. Ain't seen him yet.
Welcome to Love's.
And I think it's starting my Thursday too. Because I can tell you those passages, you should see my kitchen there. I'm pretty thankful to figure it out.
It needs to be private.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I can go and work on this some more. I had just taken a moment to use the restroom to get my pen. But
In my book.
Can I have a moment, ladies?
sure,
Thank you.
You can have 5.
You said 5 only? Okay. I need
I'm
a,
going to get my pen and then going to get my
I need a piece of that honey bun.
Oh, I only got a little.
Jesus.
You want a piece too?
no,
I'm
no.
go. You want to shut the door?
Yes, please.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you, ma'am.
It's me.
Okay. So, as far as yesterday, what was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday, right?
Mhm.
When you sent me home. Okay. So, like, on my end, like, I knew something was wrong, and it was reminding me of abuse in my past. But now that I've watched the harassment video, I'm 100% sure that I need to file a harassment, whatever you call it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what it is. So, what I'm wondering is how come you penalized me, and how come you didn't see what I'm saying was harassment?
I think we need to stop this conversation so we wait till Kevin gets here.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be the best because I don't want to. At this point, I need someone else.
Did that cross your mind? Because I hadn't watched the video yet. So when I think of harassment, I usually probably
Right.
think of sexual harassment.
Yeah.
And opposite genders.
Yeah.
And not as much any kind of other harassment.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
the video talked about multiple kinds.
Yeah.
So I hadn't watched the video yet, you know?
Okay.
Even though it's supposed to be, I think, your second day or something like all this.
Yeah.
So, but there wasn't time, you know?
Gotcha. We'll wait till Kevin gets to talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah, because right now, if I sit in this room, it's always supposed to be somebody else in here at this point. So I want to make sure, especially after yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, can I ask you for the form or whatever that is?
Oh. We'll wait till Kevin gets here. We'll wait till Kevin, because I don't know where those forms is. Terrence is I'm an operations manager, but I'm actually trying to fill in. I'm trying to be a ticker too, you know what I'm saying? So my level of certain things, I don't know where they are. I need to wait till Kevin gets here for that.
When is he coming today?
It'll
Will I
be
still
sometime
be
this
working?
morning.
Okay.
Yeah, sometime.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you said we need to wait till Kevin gets here to have the conversation. But
Yeah.
does that include my question of, had that crossed your mind yesterday?
No, it had not
Okay.
crossed my mind.
Okay. I'm going to go work on this some more if that's fine. Then.
Yeah. Thank you.
Should I try to open the door back?
You can close it.
Okay.
person's body or outward appearance, verbal sexual advances or propositions, and suggestive or obscene letters, notes, or invitations. Let's take a quick quiz. Using your radio. If you or someone on your team has been subject to harassment or inappropriate behaviors, please report the incident immediately to your direct supervisor, general manager, district manager, divisional director, or human resources department. It is everyone's responsibility to report incidents of harassment or discrimination. If you see something, say something. Our commitment is to provide a safe and healthy working environment and supporting you as a member of a loved family of companies.
No one supported me yesterday when I called the
If you have
manager.
any questions or need more information, please
I got
ask your
sent
team
home.
trainer or manager. Ratings and comments are used to improve training. Please visit your learning history to rate this course.
As an employee of a company that owns underground storage tanks for In some cases, the diesel valves may have a hose tree that is always connected to the fill pipes, instead of a color-coded lid. As discussed earlier,
Hey!
Candy cane.
I really can't take this without the insurance and things.
I'm pretty sure I'm like breakers.
I'm taking the quiz for the environmental class B.
Oh yeah, I've taken that one too.
And I can't, this is the first question.
I can share what one of them is right now.
Well, I have to be sure all of them.
So,
It's gonna have me fail the test, obviously.
so this is one. I pushed it.
That's a bad
Remember when the
life.
fire happened last Saturday?
302.
That's emergency stop. That was one of the buttons I pushed
Okay.
right there. That's one of them.
I know where the one in gas is. That's
Okay.
the only one I know.
And that's the two. But then outside the diesel pumps is also some emergency stop all zippers too.
No, they are right. I'm about to say,
But it's mainly two inside the store. They're the ones that they're talking about,
You ready to go to lunch?
which is this one here and the one at gas.
Yes.
Proper response says all emergency stop buttons and or breakers at the store.
When you say
Now,
yes, I don't understand.
breakers, we got lots of breakers in the store.
Okay, so this is the first question.
My
So,
apologies.
This is the quiz I have to pass for the Class C certification that y'all require because of the dangers here. Because working, where there's fuel, and obviously had the fire last week.
Right.
When it finished.
hold that thought.
Okay.
Matter of fact, go ahead and log off of that because then I will have to show you all that.
Right.
Yeah, because now that's a
So
test.
don't take the quiz.
Yeah, don't take it.
Okay. Only thing I'm wondering is if I'll have to re-watch all the other part of it. Hopefully not.
Maybe. Why the pins come from the quiz? Nothing. All right. Yeah, hold that thought right there. I have to take one too, which is a much bigger test. But for the most part, we have breakers behind this box in here, and then we got here's a lot of them. You want to see the emergency
If you want me,
electrical room?
if this is part of what I'm supposed to do, then and I don't know what the next question is going to be, and I can't move forward.
Hey, did they give you training?
Yeah, I just did the
Okay.
training. I'm taking the quiz at
that
the
first
end.
one. Okay.
I'm taking the quiz. The quiz
Yeah.
is part of. I have to pass the test. Like when you take any kind of certification or
Yeah.
training.
I need some time because there's a lot of breakers around here.
Mm-hmm.
There's an electrical room that has a ton of breakers in them, and then
What
we
do y'all
have
normally do? Just have the people just put yes and move on?
no.
Because I don't know what the next question is going to be either.
Mm-mm,
What that's
because
going to require.
because some people will ask about it, especially you already asked about it, and some people will go through and probably do what they shouldn't do, but they still are shown. Because even when I got here as a manager, the first thing they showed me were all the emergency, and these were the main two, especially for anybody working up here. You wouldn't necessarily go into the main breaker room, especially when it comes to fuel. It would be these two buttons, especially that red one. But we also have an electrical room where all of the breakers and panels are.
So when do you want to show me all those things so that I can?
It will probably not be today.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I hear you. I'm asking
Okay.
when would you like to do that then? Because I might have to go back and rewatch all those things that were pertinent to this, because this is the final step, is the quiz.
Yeah, it won't be today. It won't be today.
I understand that. I'm asking when. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, but I told you when. I said it won't be today.
You said it won't be today.
Right, but I can't tell you when because I don't know. Yeah, because right now.
Please don't get upset with me again, because it's really hard.
But you asked me something, Geneva, and I'm telling you, it's not today.
That is not actually an answer to what I asked you, sir.
Okay.
With all due respect.
All right. We're going to end this conversation.
I don't know what the problem keeps being, but maybe you have a temper problem.
I don't have a temper problem.
I asked when. I knew
but
it wasn't today. I told you twice.
But I told you. I just said and told you that it won't be today.
I understand
But
that.
you keep asking me that.
I'll take that.
Okay.
Can you come on in, officer?
Yeah.
I'm Kevin.
Hi.
I need you to step in here, please. Yeah, Sharon, can you please come in here?
How you doing? All right.
I know that, right?
There you go. Oh, you were back again.
You feel comfortable sitting there? By the door? So I'm your district manager. And I stopped that conversation because it's getting out of hand. That's not the way we are in this company. This company's not a this is a family-owned company.
Do you think I did something wrong, sir?
Just let me speak.
Okay.
Let me put my stance on what I just heard.
Okay.
With Love's, we're a family-owned company.
I do have a slight hearing.
I'll speak up.
Okay.
Did you get this handbook?
I'm
Be
sorry.
careful.
I'm just going to move this chair a little
You
bit away.
you don't have to move.
Well, because it's so close to there, and I just want to hear you.
Did you get this handbook?
Yes.
Did you read this handbook?
I read most of it, but I did not read all of it. But I did pass the test part for the
Did you
training.
read the front of this book at all?
Yes.
Any did you?
But my copy is at home.
That's fine. No worries. Because we talk about our culture. This is a positive company. Only positive company.
Okay.
This company's founded by Tom and Judy Love.
Okay.
And they built this company from the ground up. We have over 650 stores right now. And with this company, you have to be in that culture of positive, only positive.
I'm hearing an implication of negativity on your part of your assessment of me. And
I'm not speaking about you.
okay.
You asked me that clearly, and I said, no, I'm talking about the conversation I heard. This has nothing to do with you.
I was
letting
part of the conversation, and you called me in here, so I'm just really just trying to
Well,
understand.
I'm here today to speak to you anyway,
Okay.
but that was just an open door for me to open it and bring you on in.
Okay.
But I'm trying to tell you how our company is because clearly nobody's took the time to tell you that.
Well, I know how I operate on a personal level.
This is not personal. This is a business.
No, my personal level comes into the business wherever I am.
But you have to be business acclimated to work here for Love's. You can't be personal acclimated to work at Love's. You got to be business acclimated.
What I mean is that I show respect and I'm positive, and I go to a management if I feel like there's a problem. That's just me overall anywhere. That's what I'm saying to you.
But I'm trying to let you know.
I want to do things your all's way, but
there's no but to that. It has to be our way or no way.
I want to do things y'all's way, but I always work from a certain personal integrity. I always have that anywhere I go. Outside of work, inside of work.
So
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying
point.
to you.
So let me ask you this.
Yes.
We have 5 core values at Love's. Can you name them?
I might
Because
not.
you just named one of them, integrity.
Okay.
Now, if you read this book,
I might not have them memorized.
you don't have to memorize them. They may be up on the wall.
Well, what I'm saying is I might not get them word for word, but I
No,
probably
that's
can
fine.
get the gist of them.
Well,
Like customer
service,
satisfaction.
customer
Right,
service,
you know.
Yep. Integrity,
Mm-hmm.
work ethic, perseverance, and innovative thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Not innovation, but innovative thinking.
Okay.
Those are our 5 core values.
Okay.
We also have our code of conduct that is in this book as well.
Mhm.
Now,
You said obviously nobody had gone over those with me, so what did you mean by that?
because you didn't know that this company was founded by Tom and Judy Love. You didn't
You-
know it had over 650 stores.
You don't know that I know that. You didn't ask me that, sir.
I know you don't know that.
Okay. So you stopped the conversation. Did you feel that I said or did something
I stopped the
inappropriate out here?
conversation. Yes,
You did.
I think both of y'all were inappropriate.
Okay. Do you realize that I was trying to take the
Yes,
quiz?
I do. Yeah.
Let me at least finish my question. I'm just trying to be clear with you. I was taking the one that you actually have to put your name in. It's the Class C environmental certification, I believe. So I had just done all the videos, and the quiz is the very last part. And the first question came up, and I could not, in all honesty, put yes that I had been shown where all the breakers and stops were, because I haven't. I only knew where the one in the gas was, and he just showed me the one here. But I'm not going to put a false true or yes and move on to, and I don't know what the next question is. So what did I do wrong in trying to come to the manager? And
Well, because you started accusing him of having an attitude. You started accusing him of being negative, and
Well-
from what I heard, he was trying to help you. And then you started going at him saying he was being
okay.
like he
I've
had
dealt with him.
personal issues going
I've
on.
dealt with him being angry at me several times. But what happened is I asked when would he be able to go over those things with me so I can complete this course, because the quiz is the part I need to complete. And he said once, and then he said again, and then I said that I understood that he had. This is what he said, that it will not be today. But I had asked, I understood that, and I told him I understood it would not be today, but I had asked when, and I already understood it wasn't going to be today.
Right.
And so I was asking, when will it be? Like, next Tuesday would be an answer. That's, and then he started getting irritated with me, and I've had 2 other times where he has apologized to me the next day, or whenever I was here again, where he had lost his temper with me. One was like this machine here where you sign in to get your cash. And for whatever reason, we were trying to reset my password. I'm a new employee. It kept shooting back to a different digit thing, and he thought I had put it in, and he got angry, and I said I didn't put that in. And so I'm coming from the place of like, I accept apologies, and I'm not holding any I'm not harboring any what's the word? I'm not staying upset with him, but instead of there being like another time where he needs to apologize, I'm just saying, like, you seem like you're getting upset with me, but I'm only asking, when would you be able to show me this information so I can take this quiz that's part of the requirement
But
here?
he's not the only one that can show you that information.
Right, that's fine.
We have a store trainer. We have everybody in this location. We have truck care managers.
Okay.
Anyone can show you that, not just.
But it shouldn't have been wrong for me to
No,
say,
that's not what I'm saying.
Shouldn't have been wrong for me to say he seems like he's getting upset, because this has been a problem already. And I don't want another apology. I want to say, like, you seem like you're getting, and even
But do we want to seem like we're pushing that negativity toward Terrence? Because that's what I caught from it. That's why I stopped it.
So,
and that's why I started off by letting you know this is a positive environment only.
Love so
is
you can't
only,
address the issue?
You can the right way.
That is the right way.
The right way.
What's the right way, sir? To say, when will you be able to do this? And he kept saying he kept saying not today, but not today is not answering.
But I need to stop you, because you're going off on tangents.
I'm not.
Every time I say something, it's the way you want it to be.
No.
And I'm trying to let you know the way Love's is.
I'm only trying to ask for
There's
clarity.
only one way you need to be. You need to read that handbook. Number 1. Number 2, we are a positive work environment culture.
Well, then if someone's
someone,
becoming angry at me and
can
I can't
finish, please?
say anything,
Jennifer, Can I finish?
Only if you give me time afterwards.
I've let you talk.
You've called it going off on a tangent when I try to
You
be
are.
when I try for clarity, sir.
We're not going to get nowhere if you keep interrupting me. I'm here to talk to you.
You
But
may
first,
please-
I wanted to
Yes.
clarify why I said that.
And your clarifications are not tangents, and neither are mine.
We're not going off like that. It's
See,
all
I'm not
black and white.
disrespecting
There's no
you.
gray area in this.
So
And I'm being very specific.
when
to
you have clarifying comments or questions, I accept them. But when I have clarifying questions or comments, you call them tangents, and
I
that
didn't
is not
say the word
okay.
tangent.
Yes, you did. You said I was going
I
off on a
said you were
tangent.
going off on a tangent by saying the way you want things to be.
I'm not saying the way I want things to be, sir. I said what happened out here.
First off, you don't have a name badge on.
That's right.
Our dress code is you must always wear a badge on the right side of your shirt.
Yes.
But
And this
you
is
want
the
to
first.
get you a name
This is
badge.
the first day I have not had that on, and it's because I was told not to bring my purse in, and I take a taxi, and I left my purse, and I have a little zippered area where my purse is.
What are lockers at?
So this is the first day I have not had my name tag on. It's in my purse zipper because I had it yesterday, but I didn't bring it today.
So may I ask you this? What is your background with work before Loves? What did you do before Loves?
Well, I've run my own business for 8 years. I've raised 9 children. I've been, I would say, governess and nanny would be a good way of putting it. Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever worked in retail before? How long ago?
I just have chosen how long ago would, early 20s, from 17 to early 20s, and then I got married, and I ended up having a large family. But like I said, I ran my business, so I mean, my retail, not with in a professional setup, more like setting up 12 by 12 tents in farmers markets.
Yeah.
So not a cash register, but like a cash box, and then having like your tablet to ring your customers for electronic sales. So still dealing with cash and customers and customer service and those kind of things.
So how long has it been since you had to work for someone where you're not in charge?
Like I said, early 20s.
And
But I have worked with other people.
I'm just asking because what are you struggling with the most at Loves? What is your biggest struggle, your biggest opportunities you feel like?
My biggest struggle would probably be when I bring any problem, small or bigger, to someone management that is kind of not really received. One of my complaints has been that I feel like there's been a lack of actual tangible training, and if I didn't have my prior, which I do, my prior, experience like with the cash register, like y'all's system is the touch screen is pretty easy, but like on my very first day here, I was left in the gas side I didn't know how to use the intercom yet. I didn't have a walkie-talkie. No one had said to me, I think it was Chris, like when I would leave, maybe you're not supposed to, but I would be in the habit of saying, I'm running to the restroom, I'll be right back. Or I'm gonna go be doing this, or whatever, just so that, but
you should always
someone came in about lottery, like I did not, I was kind of thrust into that. Whereas now I'm watching some of these videos that really, like it says you're supposed to have them on the second day, and really that would have been more ideal to have some of those videos that now I've learned it by like necessity, being kind of thrust into the floor. So I have complained about kind of that lack of training. So I guess my biggest problem I'm having would be overall, with including a harassment issue yesterday, is that when I come to someone, that there's not really an openness, there's more like a wall. And I would definitely that would be my number one problem, I would say.
Now, on day one, who was training you?
On the day I was just referring to, I believe for that duration, it was Chris, but I want to...
Was that an evening shift?
No, I was always kind of coming in between 7 and 8 in the morning to the 3 or 4 in the afternoon. it's hard to know. It's hard to think back if it was Chris the whole day. I do know the first day that I really felt like I was receiving any real true training was with Miss Cindy, I believe it is.
Yes.
And she was very patient and took me around and kind of showed me like the coffee stuff and those kind of things. And really that's probably been my only day of,
Your shower is ready.
I ask a lot of questions and I have a more of a go-getter. Like, I kind of have more of the personality to see what needs to be done or think about like, okay, the showers, we were having problems with the shower. So like, that's kind of how I am. But some of the people, like one time I was put, I'm not trying to talk bad about them, but one time I was put with a lady and I think she was supposed to be training me with, on the diesel side, but her back was kind of to me the whole time. So I was asking questions. It would help me if I can ring up, but sometimes if I can't, if I don't know how to do a certain thing, the person might just come over and they're just tapping, and then I haven't really learned yet, so then I'm going to still kind of need that. It's a little handicapping, you know what I'm saying?
More are you saying on the diesel side? Or
well, that was on the diesel side lately. I think that's where he wants me to be eventually, like more permanently. I feel like there's more things that I'm not familiar with. I don't know anything about lottery still on the gas side, but I pretty much feel like I got most of it down. But on this side, like, you know, I think it will take doing like the scales and just the different forms you have to print, those kind of things. It's going to take a repetition of me actually doing it, not just someone coming and, you know, telling me or just doing it real quick because the customer's waiting. And so I would feel like just a lack of openness in some of those practical areas.
Now, has Cindy has been trying to train you?
That was one day over in coffee. And like, I feel like, I don't know, does she work weekends? I know some of those ladies don't work weekends. So like, I have been here for weekends. So maybe it was the weekend came. I'm not sure.
The trainer has, what, Saturday, Sunday off. Now, tell me about yesterday.
Okay.
Because
I don't know if he gave me the right email for, did you get an email from me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so were you able to listen to that voice recording? Okay. So today, can I just say, today I was able to watch a series of videos and it happened to cover the one on harassment. Now that word is a loaded word.
It is.
When I would think of that word, I tend to think of sexual harassment, and I tend to think of opposite genders and that kind of thing, you know, like unwanted advances or, you know, those kind of things. So like, the way I felt uncomfortable with the way the lady was speaking to me. I had not met her yet. She came in, I believe, at 9. I had been here since 7. I was in the middle of ringing someone up. As soon as that customer left and he was a little ornery, she was like, I don't want to quote her, but she used several derogatory terms about him and how he had made it harder and he was just blah, 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 blah. So that was kind of my first dealings with her. She corrected.
Do you know her name?
Yes, it's Janae.
Okay.
We were having problems yesterday with the men's bathroom being closed, and that was creating a line here. And because of where diesel is across from obviously more than gas, Kiki had, so this is before Janae came in, this was earlier in the morning, 7 something maybe. Kiki had said to Terrence, like in front of me, she had said, Terrence, can you please, these men are coming back here, like they're not waiting and it's creating, you know, traffic jam. Can you please make an announcement and make them stop here, whatever. And so he was on the other side of this diesel desk. And I mean, I think he could reach it from either way, but he said, Geneva, he said, how about you do that? So I did, and the best thing I could think of was the way the word showers is, and, you know, as something, as a marker.
Stopping point.
And I think some people just didn't know where, because we just don't look up, you know. But anyway, by the time Janae had come in, I must have made another, I was told to do it more than once because it kept being a problem. These are new people.
As far as
these aren't the same people who were here at 7.
Paging on the intercom?
Yes. As far as making some kind of announcement like, please stop at the doorway where it says showers and wait till you see the next gentleman come out and then you may proceed, you know, that kind of thing. Because some of these men weren't locking the door and Kiki was having a problem with that. And so I had done that again. And I think, you know, when you're using that, you can't really hear yourself the way you sound just your normal speaking. So I think what happened, there was a man, and he was trying to heed what I was saying, and he looked confused, and he kept walking, and I said, stop, I said, right there. And ideally I would have let my thumb off of that when I was saying, because I was directed to him, but it was not intended. I wasn't trying to say stop to everybody.
But
it's like I can't hear. Well, it's more of a learning curve. This is probably my third time ever. You know what I'm saying? And so this lady Janae, who had derogatorily talked about the customer, but I still didn't have any problem with her. I didn't hate her for that. I mean, she was.
When you say derogatory, I need you to tell me.
I don't know what she said.
But you saying, I want to kind of.
It was curse words. It was calling him curse words about a customer who I had been helping, and he had been a little ornery. And when they have to tell the numbers, he kind of treated me like I was very stupid or something. Sometimes they say a series and he wasn't done, but I had hit enter, and I don't know how many digits certain numbers are supposed to be. I don't know that if there is a, and he was like no. But he had paused, so he was just kind of being rude. Okay, so then the man had left, so it had been several minutes, and she was like, baby, let me tell you, this is how it's gonna be, and you shouldn't have done that. And she started just correcting me, and it was her tone, her voice was raised, and by the time, and of course customers will keep coming, so this is not just a complete direct, this is over the series of probably 10 minutes. So, I still had not shaken her hand or said hello or us even exchanged names. I only knew who she was because Janae was coming in at 9, So after she had inadvertently called me baby at least 3 times, and I felt uncomfortable. She later would say she wasn't raising her voice, and but I felt uncomfortable. So I wanted to draw a clear boundary with her. And so we're both in this little area here still, and I think she was kind of facing the, what do y'all call it, with the cash machine comes up? Recycler. And I said hi. I said, we haven't met yet. I said, but I just want to let you know that we're gonna have mutual respect. It's going to be both ways. And her response to that was, what? And it just only got worse. And within probably a minute, she was like, do you want to go to gas? Do you want to go to gas? Do you want to go to gas? And she just kept repeating herself. And I understood what she was asking that for. What she was asking that for is basically, we're not going to get along. One of us is going to need to go to a different department. But earlier that day, Terrence had thought about me possibly going to gas because we were going to have more people over here than normal. Mm-hmm. But he had decided decided it wasn't worth the trouble of moving the drawer. And I also need the training over here if I'm going to be over here, because I can kind of handle, except for lottery, I can kind of handle that side. But if I'm going to be mostly hired for here, I'm cleaning showers sometimes, and I'm not really getting the experience I need still for all the other things that it entails. And so Terrence must have kind of walked by, and I called out, or she called, I don't know which one of us called for his attention, and he was like, what's going on? And I told him that I felt like, she had called me baby several times, and that she was raising her voice. And so he came over, and it kind of became like a he said, she said, whatever, and it was a little chaotic. And I feel like she continued to raise her voice as he was there even. And, some people do talk a little louder, but this was a little bit more than that, I believe. But when she said in front of him, well, I'm from the South. I mean, I know she said that. I'm not trying to quote her exactly, but she said basically she's from the South. She calls everybody baby. Now, I don't believe she's older than me, but I'm used to maybe more of someone who's in their 50s or 60s, and honestly, even whatever age she is, I wouldn't have a problem with that by itself. It was really more in conjunction with her voice being raised, and it was just became like my trying to go over and say, hey, we haven't met yet, but that was me basically trying to de-escalate. Now that I've watched these videos on de-escalating and things like that, but it was reminding me of abusive situations. I've come out of left a spiritual abuse situation, churches and stuff, where you're not allowed to ask questions, you're not allowed to, bring concern, that kind of thing, very closed off. So I've come out of that, and at the same time come out of a 28-year marriage of abuse. So I'm about 3 years out, and so in the last 3 years I have learned a lot more about like personal boundaries. And so I was trying to let this lady know, like, I didn't say this, and this is what I told you in if you listen to that voice message, I didn't say this, but essentially I was trying to let her know, you may speak to other people like that and they might be all right with it, but I'm gonna tell you on day one. I didn't say this to her, this is, but I'm trying to let her know, like, this isn't okay. But I wasn't thinking along the lines of harassment, but I am now that I watched the harassment video, because they even give the example of not baby, but sweetie, honey, those kind of unprofessional. Now, I am the kind of person who have a lot of grace for someone, like I said, especially if you think of an older person, they're just kind of set in their ways, and we just have ways from wherever our culture is that it isn't that by itself, but it was definitely being having her voice raised at me. You could feel almost the hostility. Like she wasn't calm and cool and just saying, "Hey baby." That I wouldn't have a problem with a woman. I might feel more uncomfortable with as a man, and it's more of
you're saying that word "baby" to you is how you're feeling the harassment, or
it's in conjunction.
Okay.
I'm trying to say that the word "baby" by itself wouldn't really, but there's so much in our tone and like our mannerisms, just all of it. It's really we're really packaged, multidimensional.
Right.
So it's really, it's not really a technicality on the word "baby." It's the way that it was that I felt attacked, and when I tried to draw the boundary, it only got worse. So, and then Terrence asked me to go home, and how that kind of came about was that we were still in this little area here, and it's the back and forth of trying to let him know, and she's saying, "Well, I'm from the country," and and I said something like, this is just too much stress. And what that is that's that kind of that's that unsafe. It's not been de-escalated. Kind of, you see what I'm saying? Chaotic still. And so, I wasn't using the word harassment. I wasn't even thinking that. But I said something like y'all aren't paying me enough for that. This is way too much stress. And that wasn't me looking for to not have this job, to either be fired or to I don't believe there's any grounds to fire me, but it wasn't me wanting to quit or anything. It wasn't anything like that. But that was just basically my way of reiterating like that I'm not okay with this. You know what I mean? Because we shouldn't have to feel like it shouldn't have to be all of that in a work environment. It should, And so you want to talk about negativity?
Well, I don't want it. It can't be like that. Like Loves is not built off that foundation of that character from anyone. Not period. And I understand your perception of it. Now that you explain it, because it's easier to hear you tell the story and read the story.
Oh, I sent you. I didn't. I sent. You must have.
Easier.
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, because it wasn't something to read. It was a voice. It was a 14-minute voice.
But you also sent that email. I got a lot of emails from you yesterday. Okay. But it's easier to see how it is from your perception talking to you. How long have you been working with us?
I don't think it's been 10 days yet. I don't know exactly.
And why do you think you have so many issues within 10 days of being employed here?
That I have so many issues?
I'm just trying to get your point of view so I can understand the situation. Like all the emails you sent the store about the concerns you have. No, I wouldn't say issues. I'd say concerns, I guess, is a better word.
Okay.
What do you think?
Well,
from your opinion, what do
If
you
we
think?
would just run down them real quick, I sent an email, which Terrence said he hadn't had time to read yet, but I forwarded it to you, requesting to be exempt from the picture being on here, and that would be because I've been dealing with severe stalking from like people I believe that are in direct correlation to my abusive husband, but they include people beyond one person. But
So you're saying your employees though you don't feel comfortable with?
right. Under the so I sent the email to you. I don't know if you got a chance.
I did, but
so
I
looked up. You know, I did just a quick Google search. Like I know that there are exceptions and people who are dealing with domestic abuse. I'll just stick with that. You know that there are reasons for someone's personal identifying kind of markers for, you know, I think on what I sent, if you did get a chance to look at it, it gave the example, which I thought was a great idea, is just to use an avatar, and the avatar can have, you know, the same kind of look I do, just like we choose that for when we're on.
We won't be able to do that.
Okay, but you know,
you or nothing, your photo or nothing.
Are you saying there's no?
We can't use avatars.
Okay, no, I
the reason why we put. By every employee that gets hired, that's usually what we do within the second day, and it's just your profile. It don't
well, this
go
just
anywhere.
came out 2 days ago.
Because I get a list every week of employees without a photo, and of course your name is on that list, so that's why he probably went to you. But it's not up to me whether you take the photo or not. I mean, I can't make you take a photo. But we can't use avatar either. So it could just be a shadow, I guess.
Okay. And
what?
The other email was about, one email was about banking stuff because I wasn't used to the blue card, so that's been resolved.
Okay.
And the only reason I didn't understand is because I wasn't familiar with, but it kept telling me I had to authenticate or whatever the card. And I guess that was the one that was on its way, unbeknownst to me, being shipped. And so that was a separate card. So I had already...
Like a payroll card?
Yes, but I had the one given here, and I had gone through all the steps. So on my end, I was like, I can't use my card still. I didn't, you know, and so there was a little email about that, and then the other one
concerns me the most, though. The one that concerned me the most was food safety, where you included an attachment of how to do a complaint through OSHA.
No, what I did was a screenshot that talks about, there's two like sentences. The first sentence, the end, or the first little tiny paragraph, the last part of it is, if you can, please, you know, try to speak to your employer. Well, that's what I kept trying to do.
So are you saying that you're looking at contacting third party like OSHA for this store?
Okay,
to help resolve your issues?
First of all, I had no intent of doing that, but that's not wrong for someone to do. What I sent was genuine concerns about some of the practices I'm seeing here, after verbally multiple times, at least 3 times, trying to speak to Terrence and being what's the word, basically it just not mattering and not being like, I used
or follow up on, I mean, whatever.
Yeah. Like to be told, that's why he doesn't eat or drink anything here, and he really doesn't. And I mean, I'm not thinking the store is so gross or anything. There are some issues that I think probably, I mean, I'm not management and I'm not trying to be management, but there are issues. I don't feel unsafe drinking tea or coffee here, but there are things I've seen that aren't great, like practices for, it doesn't matter if I'm going to consume them, just overall. But the screenshot about OSHA, if I was going to highlight anything on there, it's not the number. It's not that I have the legal right to call them. It's speak with your employer, because you asked what my
No,
first complaint would be.
You got to understand, in my situation, when I get something like that, it's kind of concerning to me that anybody would even attach that in an email without even speaking to me.
That email has been ignored. I sent that email, I believe, on the 14th.
Right, but
I haven't even been responded to. My other 2 emails
but
were
they,
responded.
they have the right not to respond. I mean, you can't make anyone respond to an email.
Okay.
It's the way communication should be is like this. That's why I'm asking.
Sir, I tried that at least 3 times first, though, before I sent the email.
I understand that, but
and like I prefaced on the email, I'm sending this because sometimes here, obviously, you're getting customers, and there's just a few minutes. So you're trying to bring a concern, and it's being interrupted.
Because I'll tell you, I'm not going to respond to an email. I'm not going to respond to anything that I can't speak to you about in person. You can email me all you want, and I responded to you yesterday and said I'll speak to you tomorrow about your concerns.
I didn't get that.
I did email you back.
Okay.
But I will not email back at all.
Okay.
And if they do or don't, that's their, prerogative. But
okay.
In my situation, I can't email back.
So I'm not emailing back.
I have to.
That's fine if you're telling me no one's going to email me back, but
I'm not saying they
but
won't, but they don't.
Okay.
You can't make anybody.
Sir, I don't try to make anybody do anything. That's not what I'm saying. But if I weren't an employee and I was a customer and I had a concern, y'all would care. But if I'm an employee, I asked Terrence this more than once. If you're an employee, because I'm also a customer. I mean, I've been a customer. You know what I'm saying? If I have some genuine concerns and I try multiple times to voice them, which means face to face, like you're saying is preferred, and I'm kind of like just dismissed and no one really cares, then I'm gonna send an email, because like I said in the email, the format of an email, it's just like if you send a letter, you can look at this later. You can look at it for a minute, or you can look at it for 20 minutes, and you can think about what this person is saying.
Right.
And that's the reason I sent the email.
I got you.
The email was not a threat, and I said that I have no ill intent. Basically, I just would like to be heard and responded to, even if the response doesn't warrant the changes that I might personally think. I'm not trying to be the manager here, but to me, it's odd for someone to say something along the lines, well, that's why they choose to not eat or drink anything here. I'm kind of thinking that's really besides the point. Like, if you're the manager and you choose to not eat or drink at the place you work, first of all, we can all choose any of that. But if you're choosing it because you don't feel like it's got good practices, then do you see how that becomes a little bit different we could choose to not eat or drink anywhere. Obviously, I'm not trying to say he should eat here. But that's kind of odd. Because if we really care about customers, it's more than just mottos and, you know what I mean? That's what I think.
Well, you see that, this right here, serve safe food handler.
Mm-hmm.
When Sandra is our fresh food manager, fresh kitchen manager. Have you met her?
I'm not sure if I've met her.
She's our fresh kitchen manager.
And it's not primarily food either. It's has to do with the toilets, the showers, and the coffee. Not anything with the food that's being put into the hot or cold. It's the things that the regular cashier people would be doing.
Yeah. Now, in your training, you would learn how to do a courtesy check.
Mm-hmm.
You would learn how to do a shower clean. You would also learn the proper PPE to wear when you do this cleaning.
Okay.
And what not to do while you're cleaning to expose yourself to any kind of potential hazards or other things that may be out there. So if someone's trained you incorrectly, then that's the problem.
Okay.
But if they have trained you correctly, then we have to make sure we do the right thing when we're in there cleaning the restrooms or cleaning showers or taking trash out.
Okay, well, this would be directly from personal other employees saying, no, there's no time for that, and that's there hasn't been time for the videos. Like I said, I've just today and 2 days ago started with being allotted some time to actually watch the videos.
Very important.
But so I guess what you're trying to say is your practice isn't what I'm coming across on a personal level here, like on the physical level. What I'm being told and shown and demonstrated is not what your videos teach. Is what?
No, I didn't compare it to a video. I'm just saying the training.
Is the training the video? Is that what you mean?
No, I'm saying you're training by an individual. Like someone showed you how to do a courtesy check. Someone showed you how to clean a toilet, right? I'm not referencing the CBTs, the videos at all. Because to your point earlier, you learn by doing. You said that about.
Well, I definitely know how to clean toilets.
Well, there's a certain way we have to do them. I mean, yeah, everybody can clean a toilet, but ours have to be potentially spotless, right, Sharon?
Well, I know how to clean a toilet well.
Rims, around the sides, the back.
Oh, I got in there and cleaned buildup that's probably months old on that area, on the side back. And I was corrected that there wasn't time for that, and I said it really needs to be done. It's and the person said that when they saw me kind of more like in a squat, kind of reaching. So.
Well, you've been with us about 10 days, and everyone's got to get to learn you like you have to learn everyone else. And I mean, you said a few things that are very important for us, not really everyone to know, but kind of your safe space, kind of your boundaries, because we wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know that. Sharon wouldn't know that. And it seems like the only way we find these things out, not us, but these team members are finding these out is in circumstances that tend to kind of overstep where you feel comfortable.
Well, I don't speak to people the way that lady was speaking to me.
No, I understand that.
As a rule,
But nobody wants to come to work and feel like they have to be on eggshells every day.
Oh, definitely.
I don't, Sharon don't, and I know you don't. So that's why this handbook is very important. I mean, there's a lot of information in there, like you said. But the main thing you have to understand, number one, is de-escalation. The BLAST method. That deals with customers. Believe, listen, ask, solve, and think. But with team members, a lot of times we have great days in these locations. I hadn't had any issues at all my locations until recently. Not saying with you, I'm saying recently. Now, you have to understand things happen outside of here that some people bring in to work with them. And they can't separate work from life. And it could be a burden, and their demeanor shows that on maybe a day, maybe a moment, maybe a second. But we're all human, so we tend to all make mistakes.
I'm definitely a compassionate person who has empathy. I've buried 2 sons. I've been through a lot in my life. I definitely am not. I don't know like what you're thinking, but I certainly have just the basic, someone's just having a hard day or something like that. But if someone's going to raise their voice at me and speak to me in a demeaning tone, and then just only make excuses for themselves about when I confront them about it, and all I said was, "Hi, we haven't met, but we're going to have mutual respect," and it just got worse. So, and then when Terrence sending me home, I feel like that all that did was, if I told him, and he apologized to me today that maybe he made the wrong decision, but I just told him that no one else was out here when I was talking to him, but I said, I didn't feel supported, and I'm not saying like you should have taken my side over hers. I said I didn't feel like you stayed neutral. But now that I watched the harassment video, I feel like that's what I was dealing with. That's to the level that it was, and that's why I felt so uncomfortable. And it didn't get better when I tried to, like, in other words, she wasn't receptive to me saying, like, and it's going to be mutual. And I did not have raised voice, and I was just trying to be really clear with her. So when you say, why do you think you're having so many problems, concerns, however you worded it, it kind of thrust like a blame on me, but yet whether it's me being concerned about cross-contamination or whether another employee has spoken to me in a way that is really inappropriate, there might be several things that I'm emailing or addressing, but that doesn't mean that I've done anything wrong just because of that.
Well, I didn't say you did. I just said, why do you think you're having so many concerns and you've only been here 10 days? And in this case, if I come into a location and a bathroom is not right, I have to, and I will fix it myself. If there's trash in the parking lot, I will pick it up myself. I don't call my boss and be like, hey, they didn't do the correct.
That's not what I'm doing.
No, that's not what I'm saying. But in this environment, we have to be a team. We can't be a one-person team. We have to be a team, regardless of. Sharon understands that. I hope you understand that. Terrence understands that. Like, we can't have anybody not doing their part to make this store successful on a daily basis.
I'm the type of person that I'm going to pick up the toilet paper when I go into the stall and I'm clocked out. I'm on my lunch break. I'm going to pick that up and I'm going to put it in the toilet and flush it.
Well, with you being new to this location, it's got a great environment. I don't work here on a daily basis. I come once or twice a week, so I can't tell you what goes on 8 hours a day. I can tell you what goes on while I'm here 2 or 3 hours when I'm here. But let me ask you this: why did you want to come here to work for Lowe's at this location? What made you want to stop in and say, hey, are y'all hiring?
I actually would have applied like online because I don't have a vehicle, because my still tactical husband has both vehicles for the 20 plus years. Both vehicles are in his name, and he put I'm used to having a vehicle, but he put one at a friend's house just so I am in a harder predicament, which is just the abuse continuing. And so I came to the Emporia / Jarrett area because I'm from more like the Hampton Roads area, but there are absolutely no openings in like domestic abuse shelters. And even though it's not a domestic abuse shelter, they take people who are fleeing domestic abuse, but there is a very small Christian-based homeless shelter in Jarrett, and that they had you could stay there for a month. Okay. And that is the reason I ended up in this area, and that's been about 4.5 months ago. I did have savings. I've been living at a hotel since I left that shelter, and trying to find work. And honestly, it's just been hard finding work because, for one, not having a vehicle, and this is more of a rural area, and so a lot of places just aren't, and so Kiki, do you know who Kiki is? She, I think she lives there, but I see her at the hotel. So we're staying at the same hotel, and I have run into her. And so she had mentioned it. And I think the first time she mentioned it, I didn't know exactly where this location was because I'm not driving. But I had been trying to actually get into is it Simmons or Simons, the travel stop that's right up the street from the hotel. And so I kept trying at Huddle House because that was a 5-minute walk and it just would be ideal, or working at the hotel. So it wasn't that I was hard pressed on getting a job here, but when she told me about that, I was kind of expressing I haven't heard back still from this place and that. She said, well, we're hiring at Lowe's. And she had already told me that like probably 2 weeks before, but like I said, because of the distance, I just hadn't. And so I just thought, that's just another, it's easy to apply online. And so I did, and I took the the test or whatever, and I guess I scored pretty well on that. And so I got a call the next day. And then I got hired on my interview. I think it was the next day. It was like literally the day after I had applied. So that's why I'm here.
Well, Love's is a great company to work for.
Mm-hmm.
I've only been with them a year and a half.
Oh,
but Sharon's been with them 25 years.
She's like, you're giving away my age.
Well, I worked at Walmart for 24 years, and then I retired and came to Love's. But
the one here in Emporia, or somewhere different?
No, I stay in South Carolina.
Okay.
I just travel up during the week and cover this stuff. But I'm trying to help you adjust to us so we can adjust to you. And I know I can't do that for you, and these team members, I can't do that for them either, but trying to understand you, understand your personality, so we can at least make sure you have an enjoyable day at work. But
yeah, I don't think I don't think these issues are related to my personality, honestly.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there's things that people like. Sharon's got things she don't like. I got things I don't like. You got things you don't like, and we have to respect that about each other. You know, we're not all made equal, and we have to be very respectful of each other's demeanors, each other's personalities, to really get along.
I get along with all kinds of people. I see that she's a little bit more, seems to be more introverted, kind of like, leave me alone. I got all this stuff I got to organize and put away, and I respect that.
I don't have, everybody should know how to do their job without chaos on a daily basis. This is what I call chaos. Tika is your GM. She'll be back Wednesday, and I really need you to respect her level of authority in this location. Go to her directly if you have a concern, but it's important to me to make sure your issues are addressed. I can't address them unless I'm here when something's going on that you feel like it's an issue. If I'm all the way in Richmond or Rupert Glen, I can't address it. Tika has to do that for me.
Well, Tika I met during my interview, and then I think she's out because of a death in the family. But I think I've gone to the right person, which would have been Terrence the whole time. I believe I've gone to with the time frame that I've been working, I believe I went to the right person. I never took any of these kind of concerns to just like another cashier or anything like that.
No, I understand.
So I always went, I believe, to the appropriate person.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, I guess you would have, Sharon. Because have you met Amy?
But I haven't worked that time shift yet. We've only met kind of in the shift change.
What is your schedule going to be? The one you currently work? 8 to...
Currently it's been 7 to 4 lately.
Okay. Is that going to be your schedule going forward?
I don't know.
But Tika will be back Wednesday. Yeah, she's a great manager. She does address concerns. But I don't really know how to say this. I don't want to say anything wrong, but I don't want anybody or you or I would hate for anybody to feel like that their issues aren't being addressed, or the way you and Terrence were out here talking. I don't want that to continue, or what happened yesterday. I don't want these things to continue because there's no need for it. Like there's no need to be anything other than the way we are right now. Respectful, calm, and not questioning things that really are out of our control. Now, those videos are very important for you because...
You said not let me just stop you real quick. When you said not questioning things that are out of our control, what were you meaning by that?
You can only handle so much, and then it has to come to us to handle.
That's what I've been trying to do, though, right?
Out of your control.
That's what I've been trying to do is come to management, right?
That's what I'm saying. Let us handle it from there, but you can't address all these concerns. What I'm saying are out of your control. You have to reach out to get them addressed. That's why I'm here today to talk to you.
But that's what I have done. So I'm just trying to understand why
you're reading too much into it. I'm just saying you have to bring it to our attention so we can address it.
That's
why I'm here today.
Okay.
Because I want to ensure that everybody feels comfortable in this location. That Sharon's comfortable, Terrence is comfortable, you're comfortable, Janae's comfortable. Everyone. All 25 store team members and all 6 truck care team members. And all 4 maintenance team members.
When you came out here earlier and interrupted the conversation
No,
with
I
me and
didn't interrupt
Terrence.
it. I stopped it.
Sir, please don't. I'm not trying. Please don't pick at the words I'm using. What I'm saying is, when you came out here and did that, your mannerisms toward me seemed as if I was in trouble and I had done something wrong. And I wanted to ask you, what had I done wrong? Because I tried to ask about when would he be able to show me those things, and I don't know what other things will be needed for the quiz. And he was getting angry at me, and you might not be privy to the prior things where he apologizes, but it's been at least 3 times. So, sort of like with the lady yesterday, I'm trying to draw a boundary, and basically, I'm not okay with continuing to be on the receiving end of someone's anger. And
but you keep saying that word a lot. You keep saying anger a lot. You keep saying, like Terrence, you said anger at least 6 times when you mentioned his name.
well, it's because I'm talking about the same scenario.
You've already mentioned anger at least 4 times speaking about it.
Talking about the same scenario. So if I'm repeating myself about a certain
But
scenario,
I don't think these team members get angry. I don't think it's anger, because I didn't hear anger in Terrence at all. I heard you say that he was getting angry, but I didn't hear the anger in him. I heard him maybe getting a little elevated with what he's trying to explain, but I can't allow that to go on regardless of what store I'm in. I'm not going to allow two team members or manager or team members to continue to go back and forth. I'm not going to allow that. Now, if I wasn't here, what would have happened? Y'all would have still been out there maybe?
no.
I'm not going to allow it. I do not allow that behavior. Because
So
we're
when
better than that.
Yeah.
He is, you are, I am, Sharon is. Like, we're not that type of company to allow team members to
Well,
sit
I'm
out
trying to
there.
ask you directly what you think I did wrong, but then you're kind of correcting me for saying angry. The descriptive phrase angry.
So are you asking me what you did wrong?
That's what I'm asking. Because it seemed like when you came out there, it seemed as if.
It seemed, well, I couldn't see where y'all were standing, but I could hear you.
Mm-hmm.
And if I had to correct anything you did, I would have just asked him, what time could you show me these? Whatever you needed. I think his cutoff valve, a cutoff switch, electrical box, all the electrical boxes. I would just say, hey Terrence, when you have time, could you show me these things?
Well, I knew he
just
couldn't.
let you
I knew he
have that.
couldn't today, and so what I had asked him is when will you be able to? That's what I asked him. And the answer kept being not today, and I said I understand that. And then I tried again to ask, and I believe I tried a total of 3 times to ask. So what I'm asking you is if you could tell me what was wrong with asking.
Because then y'all didn't stop. Y'all just kept going back and forth. I mean, it was a back and forth conversation of the same thing that could easily been resolved with Terrence. When you got
Next
time,
Tuesday would be an appropriate answer for a question like,
next
when
Tuesday?
can you? When
Why
can? When?
next Tuesday?
That's an example.
Oh,
To say not today as an answer is not an answer to what I asked, and then he started getting angry at me. So I'm asking you, as someone who overheard, then came out and
I've already explained myself.
Okay.
It seems like you keep asking me the same question over and over, and you're not gonna get a different
I guess I'm just
answer,
trying to get clarity.
But you're not gonna get a different answer.
So
As a district manager, I'm not gonna allow 2 team members to sit out here in front of customers and bicker back and forth. I'm not, regardless of the situation.
yeah, I don't think I was bickering though. I was trying to get an answer to the question
But
I was
I'm not going
asking.
to allow it because our customers are not going to see our team members any other way than welcome to love, safe travels. How are you doing today? We're not that type of company where we got team members that just can't seem to come up with a conclusion or resolution on a simple ask.
On a simple ask, right?
Yes, it was a simple ask. When can you show me this?
Right.
And there was no resolution on that. I don't understand. I understand how your mind works a little bit, but you picking apart everything I say to you, and we're not going to agree on anything because.
Sir, I'm only
you
trying to
don't
find
wanna
out.
Agree.
That's not true. I'm only trying to
Either
get.
we're going to agree, or we're going to agree to disagree, and then we're just going to move on, and you go about your day and I go about mine. But I'm trying to help you resolve stuff, and we're not getting anywhere.
I'm actually trying to get clarity to see how you would have had me to do it, or if I have to do it again, how to do it again. But I don't feel that it was wrong to ask when.
It's not wrong.
And the answer was not a valid answer to what I asked. So, therefore, I'm trying to ask you for clarity. What would have been the correct way, or and then you're just seeming to be just kind of done with wanting to talk about it.
It's as simple as, hey Terrence, I'm on this part of my CBT where I need to tour the facility 100% and find all the electrical outlets and the heat stops for the gas. I assume that's what it was. When you have time, can you find me? Now I don't know if you can move on to the next test or video.
No.
And if you do not have time, can you please let me know who I can see so I can get this checked off so I can move on. But it was more or less you were going at him wanting to know when he can do it. And he didn't think to offer a solution.
Okay.
Sharon, who does that? I mean, who shows the property to a new team member? Willie?
Train.
She offered that.
She did now.
Who is my trainer?
Sandy. And Willie probably knows all the electrical outlets. We'll make sure you get that when you walk out of here so you can move on. But
so I've only worked with Cindy one day, and I wouldn't have known who my quote trainer is when the video is referring to the trainer. I actually kind of thought to myself, I'm not sure who that is.
yeah, Cindy's our store trainer.
Okay.
But Sharon, will you make sure Cindy shows you that? Or Willie? You know Willie? Either one of them can show you. But when Tika comes back Wednesday, are you off Wednesday?
I believe so.
She'll be here Monday through Friday. She's off on weekends. I think you work weekends. But she'll be your contact, not Terrence. It'll be Tika going forward. Now, if you're on a weekend, it'll be Terrence or Amy. But weekdays, it'll be Tika. And of course, me if you can't get an answer from them. But I want to make sure that. I mean, I know what all the concerns. Well, I hear them from you, but I want to make sure we're not going to keep having this cycle of, on a daily basis, there's always going to be this stuff that we can't resolve.
That feels like you're putting blame on me for like, especially like with yesterday with the way someone else is treating me.
I wasn't here yesterday. I can't.
I know, but you're referring to a cycle.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
I'm going off of what you just said.
I know you are.
Should I not?
I'm not saying. I'm not agreeing to any of that. All I'm saying is.
I am listening to what you're saying.
I'm giving you Tika as your contact for any issues you have.
Okay.
That we can try to resolve to ensure that we don't keep going through this cycle of unresolved.
Okay, well, I certainly know how to go to management. That's what I've been doing. So I can't go to someone who's off and on leave, apparently, obviously. But I know how to go to management. That's the way that I like to do.
No, you didn't go to anyone wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying Tika will be back Wednesday.
Okay.
I need you to read that handbook.
I've read most of the handbook, and I did pass the test for that the quiz for that yesterday.
The best day ever quiz?
It was on the tablet. Yes, I believe that's what it was called. How do I go? Is it electronically, or how do I go about filing a harassment complaint? How do I? Okay. Verbally, or is it a form to fill, or?
No. I mean, I am your point of contact. I'm HR. I'm loss prevention.
Okay, I don't know. On the video today, like there was an email for maybe it was HR.
I am HR.
I know, you just told me that. I'm saying I don't know. I don't know how to go about.
What would your complaint be? What would you like to file it for? Harassment in what sense?
Unprofessional communication?
What, verbally?
Yes.
From Janae?
Yes.
Okay. And what would you like to see done from that complaint? Because once you file it, I can follow up with you, but I can't tell you the outcome of it. So
maybe you should tell me how it works, because I don't even have any idea what to.
Well, what you tell me, we investigate it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying you want to file a harassment claim for her communication to you.
Especially when I was penalized and I was at home, as if I did something wrong, and I knew I hadn't, but I didn't know until watching the video.
She's not the one that penalized you now. That's
not the point.
Don't hold her responsible for.
Oh, I'm not holding her responsible for anything like that. What I'm saying is, I haven't been thinking along the lines, but I did ask Terrence today if he had not, because he would, obviously being a manager, obviously I would think he would have more experience with, like picking up on like that this kind of fits into that, and you know, I didn't have I hadn't thought of that terminology until watching the video today. All I had the reference point was that it was reminding me of like I said, some of the churches and stuff where it's like just you're uncomfortable, you don't feel safe basically, and so I'm not me saying the harassment about from her is not anything about me being sent home, but what I'm saying is management sent me home as if I'd done something wrong when I'm trying to bring to the attention a situation that was definitely escalated. So
I'll also put our business partner in contact with you. We have a HR business partner that we use in our region. Her name is Janice. I'll be sure to have her reach out to you today.
Like a phone call or email?
No, it's a phone call.
Okay.
She'll call the store phone for you.
Oh, the store phone, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What time do you get off?
I believe it's 4. My I told Terrence and Amy, but they don't know why, but my the work jam, it's like not showing accurately on mine.
What, the schedule?
Like they changed my schedule from, I've been working kind of 4 days off, 3 days, or 4 days on, 3 days off. And this time I was supposed to come in, whatever date it was, maybe the 16th. And I looked at my phone and it was like, you know how when you first get on there, it'll show you the next thing. And it had changed. And I came in anyway because I wanted to ask about why it changed, but my hours got cut from 32 to 16, or at least on my work jam, and I had gone from 4 days to 2 days. And so I came in and talked to Terrence, which is costing me because I'm taking a taxi. But supposedly Amy only moved around because I guess it had more to do with like not wanting to have too many people in training, having it more balanced.
Yeah.
But on my end, is still, I knew to come in today because of communicating with them verbally yesterday and stuff. But on my end, it still only has me working, I think it was Saturday, Sunday. So I lost Friday and I lost Monday. So then I lost Friday, but Saturday, Sunday, then they were adding the Monday, Tuesday, so I get my 4 days. So I know to come in, but on my phone still, I checked it this morning, it's still only showing 2. So the only thing I could think about was like maybe possibly like uninstalling the app and try to reinstall it is the only thing I could really think of. But on here, it's right when they pulled it up.
Okay.
But on my end, it looked like what happened.
You may need to uninstall it.
Okay.
You can hook to our Wi-Fi, do you know that?
It looked like, I tried to yesterday and it looked like you have to put in like email and stuff. Like McDonald's is easy because you just can kind of.
You're hooked to McDonald's Wi-Fi?
Not right now.
I'll tell you ours.
I'll just show you real quick, but it's showing to 2 days, and it happened 4.
Okay.
So.
We'll figure that out. Let's see.